Alright guys, today we're going to be ranking every single character in Marvel Rivals for Season 3. Yes, that includes Phoenix. So make sure you guys sit back and relax and enjoy the show. Also don't forget to subscribe. With that out of the way, let's get right into the video. Okay, I'm going to start off first with Phoenix because I feel like a lot of people are here for that character. So right now, I think as of now, Phoenix is a solid A tier. Reason why I put her in A tier and not S tier is because people are still filling out her abilities. I personally think she is going to be S tier. Like 10 days from now or 5 days from now, she will be S tier. Reason why is because her kit is just absolutely incredible. She has hit scan, get out of jail, 2 jail, get out of jail free cards, and great movement ability on top of that. Great ultimate, although I think her ultimate is kind of a weird one to use. Her ultimate is very unique. You know, it's literally just Ilari's ultimate, but she can do it as a safe distance. If you know Ilari from Overwatch, she can just shoot a beam and then all the enemies will become marked and teammates and you can explode them, which is literally what this ultimate is, except she can do it at a safe distance and she is a DPS. So I find it kind of weird how her ultimate, it's like kind of like a support ultimate, but also not. So we'll see how that goes. But as of now, she is definitely A tier. I might put her into S tier. Maybe at the end of the video, we never know, because her kit is just so dominant right now. But the thing I found about this character is you have to hit your shots. If you're not hitting your shots, you are not doing anything. She's kind of like Hela, but you don't really rely on headshots as much as Hela. You're more likely to go for body shots with this character. That's what I've seen at least. Also, another thing I want to talk about this character is that she doesn't have a slow fall passive, even though she does have a fly ability, which is kind of odd because her fly ability is now only really meant for repositioning and not actually staying in the sky. So that's a very big bonus for this because of how many flies there are in the game. I think that's a W change, honestly. I think that's a W addition to this character, honestly. Adam Warlock, I think Adam Warlock is a B tier. Nothing really changed about his kit. He's just a very, very all-around solid support to have. Black Panther, he just got like a 3rd spear, I think. I'm not really sure, but Black Panther, honestly, was overlooked last season because of the flyers. I mean, since we've toned down the flyers this season, I think he is going to absolutely dominate this season. He is so absolutely cracked right now, it's unbelievable. The only issue was his hit reg, and that doesn't really deny his capabilities right now. He is such an overwhelmingly scary diver right now, and you will be seeing more Black Panthers in the game, trust me right now. Black Widow is obviously C tier. She's been C tier for like 3 years, like 10 years now, okay? There's really no changing this character. She didn't even get any changes this season, not even a new team up, so we'll see how it goes for her. Captain America did get nerfed. He's still somewhere around high A. He can still shift the game very drastically if he's a good player, so we'll see what happens from there. Cloak and Dagger, she is also a B tier ultimate. She's also a B tier support. Honestly, the thing with Cloak and Dagger is that she has a very low skill ceiling, but you're better off just choosing other healers because the other healers in this game right now are absolutely dominating. So unless you're in low ranks from like bronze to gold, you really shouldn't be playing Cloak and Dagger. You should definitely be learning another healer. Doctor Strange, A tier. He's like a really, really solid tank, very, very consistent. If you want a really good tank, Doctor Strange is always a go-to. Emma Frost now. Emma Frost is probably same as Doctor Strange. Her kit is just like Doctor Strange's but better, except she doesn't have a teleport, so there's that. You can really pick and choose because they both do the same thing, just one has support and one doesn't. Groot is still S tier. He is still one of the best tanks in the game. Why? He still outputs way too much damage. His range on his walls is still absolutely insane. And yeah, there's really no stopping this monster unless you have a Wolverine. Now Hawkeye is maybe B to A tier. You still have to have monster accuracy to be able to use this character to its fullest potential, and I just really don't think people have that. But he's definitely A tier. He's got that really cool team up with Luna Snow, which is pretty cool. Hela is S tier. Obviously, she's still like the best DPS, basically. 2 shots at any range, it's like really, really good. So I'd keep her at S tier. She's like the best hit scan DPS of all time. Hulk is B tier. And the issue is that people don't know how to play Hulk. He can probably be S tier, but if you there's a good Hulk, he's S tier. But as of now, most of the Hulk mains are just B tier. He went from a team up merchant to just Herbalist, basically. Torch is still going to be an A tier. The reason why is because he has a new team up with Spider-Man. You're going to be seeing a lot of Torches in your games, so watch out for that. Even though he did get a lot of nerfs, he's still a flying character. He's still a really good DPS. You should not be underestimating this character right now. Sue Storm, I had to put her at maybe A tier. She was S tier last season, but the healers right now that are coming up are just going to be absolutely insane. Iron Fist, I don't really know. I'm going to put Iron Fist at C tier. The reason why is you'll see later. This changes that they did to some of the team ups just actually destroy this character. And you will see why. You will see why in the future. C tier because he just does no damage anymore. Yeah, he's a tank shredder now, but it doesn't really matter. There's someone else with that role. Iron Man, I'm gonna put him in B tier. Reason why is because he lost his team up and he's just really not that good right now. He's also got a massive nerf. Jeff, I'm gonna put Jeff at B tier as well. You see, the Jeff change made him from a D tier character to a B tier character. I don't really see why people are complaining about that. He is really, really good right now. He's in a perfect spot if I'm being honest. Loki, S tier, our first S tier support. This character is beyond insane. Best ultimate, best survivability, best healing, best damage. You just want this character at all times. Luna Snow, basically just Loki, but more damage and healing. But his Loki support is also better than Luna Snow's because they can copy each other. But best case scenario, run both. Why not? Magic is pretty mid this season, I'm not gonna lie. Her character is A tier. If I'm being honest, her character is A tier, but because she's gotten like no buffs, no nerfs, no team ups, no season buff, no nothing, she's B tier. That, on top of the fact that no one knows how to use her yet, she's B tier. Unfortunately, even though I am a Magic main, she does have a soft spot in my heart. She's still B tier. Magneto, S tier. Not a single change to him. Still best tank in the game. If I'm being honest, shield, bubbles, ultimate, blah blah blah. You know the whole thing. He's just absolutely insane. Mantis is pretty mid. I'm not gonna lie, because they did get enough to her team up, which is like the main reason why people play her so long. Yeah, she's kind of a doozy. And her quote-unquote buff to her healing is just bleh. It's really just helps tanks, which is not the best. Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic is the perfect example of an A-tier DPS. He has everything you need for defending supports, and you really need that if you're gonna go against like a really good Black Panther or dive character. Moon Knight, also C tier. He's just boring. He just brings nothing to the table. Like, why play Moon Knight when you can just play someone else? Why play Moon Knight when you can just play someone else? That on top of the fact that you could run him if you want to play against if you play against a really good Loki, you could just run Moon Knight, but at that point you can just run Bucky, so why not? But you do you. He's still a decent character. Namor, S tier, obviously S tier. He's like the best anti-dive hero in the game, and he just got an absolutely massive buff to his M1s, so there's really no reason to not be running Namor right now, especially if you're going up against a really good dive. He just cancels them out immediately. Penny, I think, is also C tier. She's just really got nothing bigger. She just brings nothing to the table. Other than Alliance, which did get nerfed, she's only good in certain maps. I mean, I could put her up to a B tier, but she is still very inconsistent. Now, Psylocke is still a very good DPS. Basically, an all-around great DPS. If you want to have like very consistent games where you rely on your skill a lot, Psylocke is the way to go. She's still very good. Rocket is also an A tier healer. Nothing really about it. He just has a really good ultimate, really good healing, great res, great mobility, great survivability. He has everything you need for a healer. Scarlet Witch is low A tier, maybe even B tier. You still have to be very good with Scarlet Witch. She's still a no-skill character. She's only up here because of a team up, basically. She get ultimate buff, but that doesn't really matter. It's still a bad ultimate. Now, Spider-Man. Spider-Man is pretty tough to rank because he did get a nerf, but he also got a team up. I think the team up will help him in the long run, but it is tied to a character that not many people like to play, which is Human Torch, because he did get a big buff, because he did get a big nerf. So we will see. I personally think Spider-Man is in a really good spot right now. I put him in A tier. He feels really fun and like good to play right now because of his team up and also his mobility. Everything is really good about him. So he can shut down a lot of the flyers. I feel like he's a pretty good counter to Phoenix as well, because of his mobility, because he's never on the ground, and her abilities affect people on the ground the most, so we'll see about that. Star-Lord, A tier, also an A tier, also an A tier DPS. Doesn't really matter where, he hasn't got a single change, so he's still very solid. He's very consistent. Storm, I'm gonna put her in C tier. She just really isn't that special anymore. Everything about it just got nerfed, so I put her in C tier, because the flying meta is over and we're not going to be seeing Storm much. Squirrel Girl is also C tier. She did get a new team up, but I feel like even though Squirrel Girl is a good character, she is way too inconsistent to be doing anything valuable to the team. Yeah, you're going to be throwing your nuts at them. Yeah, you're going to be throwing your nuts at people, but like 90% of the time they're just going to miss. She's like the Junkrat of this game. She's just like inconsistent as hell, but she is still very good. Punisher, also borderline S tier. I think enough to its turn is enough to bring him down to A, but we will see, because he's still a great all-around perfect DPS to have. The Thing, get a buff. He got a completely new ability, basically. He can just fly into flyers. He can just fly in front of flyers' faces and boom, they're dead. So boom, that's something good. Thor, he's in like B tier. He's still all-around great tank to have. But you need to run 2 tanks with this character, or else your team is going to suffer drastically. He's an off tank, and you need to understand that before going and solo tanking with Thor. You're going to have a very bad time. Ultron, A tier, he's still a great support to have. He's an all-around very consistent character all across the board. He did get a big nerf, but I still think we're going to be seeing Ultron a lot. Venom is also a B to A tier tank. He is very good. There's really nothing to say. He's just all-around. He's just a great off-meta tank. He's basically on par with Thor, so I'll put him in like B tier. You can either choose any of these 4 off tanks, and they're pretty good. Now, Bucky is, in my opinion, he is still S tier. Reason why is because he just got a buff, and he is probably like the best DPS when it comes to like, I think he's like the best non-hit scan DPS as of right now. I mean, after playing with Bucky and then with Phoenix, I personally think Phoenix would be an S tier, but I'm not sure. So I'll think I'll put her in S tier right now because I played these 2 characters a lot at the start of the season. I think it's very difficult to rank these because they are new, but I've played enough games to know that she is definitely an S tier. I think I changed my mind. She will be an S tier because Bucky is basically just like amazing in every single point in turn. He has a hook which is just absolutely broken. Basically infinite ammo, great survivability, great damage. You just want this character. But unfortunately, he's not hit scan. And obviously, for the final hero, he is going S tier. Wolverine is the best DPS in this season right now because everyone is running Phoenix. Everyone is running Wolverine. Hanks is going to have an absolutely horrible time playing this game right now. This guy gets a lifesteal on his abilities, which is just absolutely crazy. He's already an absolutely unkillable machine, and you're just going to give him lifesteal. You're going to make every single tank's job extremely difficult and hard. For absolutely no reason. So yeah, these guys are definitely going into S tier because of how much they complement each other. She's basically a brawl / poke, and he's basically a anti-tank, which the two of them together, they're just absolutely broken. You're gonna see these guys a lot in your ranked games unless you ban them. And that does mark the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, make sure you subscribe. It goes a long way. Anyways, thank you and goodbye.